We will triumph with lots of love. Lots of love. Lots of love. Lots of love. Lots of love.
Hello everyone, this is Sukai Todd here for part 2 of why I think ADORA's Magical Symphony is a total and complete masterpiece, in my opinion. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos. I really appreciate every one of you. These are all my opinions, all rights to original owners. I do not claim to own any of the clips I use. And I also want to say, again, these are all my subjective opinions. So let's get into the musicality of what makes ADORA's Magical Symphony so perfect. Okay, for starters, the introduction where the sample, or I don't know if it's a sample or if it's an actual, producer talking, but the guy who opens the song and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time." And don't act like you don't know what I mean, because every time is our time. Like, that's just genius. Shout out to ADORA for that. Not sure what sample that is, but it's brilliant. Also, the use of the jazz adjacent music, like the synth horns, as well as the jazzy, saxophone beats that feel nostalgic and Great Gatsby-esque, are just perfect. And then when it gets to the pre-chorus, it gets like a bit more whimsical and poppy. And then it all comes together perfectly. Yeah, she says, "Feels like I've been reborn." And she starts doing the main chorus, which is just lovely. And she does this cute dance, as you can see, all rights to original owners. And the musicality of ADORA's Magical Symphony really is a beautiful, perfect, it's ear candy. And it's addictive ear candy, in my opinion. Like, you hear it once, you'll be itching to hear it again. But yeah, and she has this gorgeous whistle note that she uses throughout. I mean, she really uses 2 whistle notes, but we'll get into that. So she samples the song "Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies" by Tchaikovsky from The Nutcracker, if you didn't already know that. But when she says, "Wake up," and she does pitch it to a higher key, like it's pitched, I want to say, to a C sharp. Like, it goes at least two keys higher from what I can hear. But again, that's from my own musician ear, my own music lover ear as well. So just take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I really enjoy the way she samples a lot of different genres. But rather than making it like a Bohemian Rhapsody style song, she blends them. Nothing against Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, I love Girls' Generation's "I Got a Boy." aespa's Next Level is still legendary, but in terms of ADORA's Magical Symphony, it is, as the title suggests, a symphony of different genres that are just blended together beautifully. And it works so well because she makes them so cohesive. None of it feels out of place, especially with the "Once Upon a Time There Was a Girl," because it fits the second verse where she talks about the climax and not surprising anyone, keeping the climax even more surprising. And she talks about the enjoyment of the night she's having and how bright the chandelier is, which definitely gives the Great Gatsby vibes that she references within the first verse, where she says, "Baby, you make me feel like Great Gatsby," which, the way she says it, is just, I love it. But I also, I really love the jazz adjacent, old-timey, like, I want to say 1930s big band swing ending, because it's like a triumphant way to end the chorus and end the song, but it's also leaving you hungry for more of that sound. if you're like me and you enjoy big band swing and the music that comes from that. And I grew up listening to jazz music, so not just in the legendary iconic anime of Cowboy Bebop, but in the lesser known legendary anime also starring Steve Bloom in the English dub, aka the Big O action. For a quick summary, Batman with robots. If you're looking to check that anime out, I highly recommend it. But first, check out ADORA's Magical Symphony if you haven't already. And another great thing about the musicality is that, yes, it's nostalgic, in my opinion, but it doesn't feel overtly nostalgic. Like, it's not forcing you to feel like, OMG, this is from the 30s and 40s. It's inspired by a lot of classic and classical music. It feels very of the times that it was made in, which it was released in 2022, so it does have a modernism to it, but it's like modern classic, dare I say. And I know, again, it was just released in 2022, so not even that long ago for some K-pop stans. But for me, I feel like it's going to become a timeless song that people are going to put in the like top 20 underrated K-pop hits in the next 2 or 3 years. Is going to be like number one on a lot of people's lists of top 20, top 10, top 15 underrated K-pop songs. Yeah, I've seen those lists. Don't think I haven't. But it's really enjoyable to listen to. As much as I gushed about the video, the song is also a joy to listen to. And you can hear Adora's lovely voice as well. And I feel like the way she uses her soprano, well, I don't know if it's exactly soprano, because she definitely has some almost falsetto notes with her whistle notes in the first whistle note you hear in the early part of the song, as well as the whistle note used in the bridge. But I think she's mezzo soprano, from what I can tell, because she can hit some pretty high notes, but she's also able to go in like a mid-level range. Like, and I've heard the live singing when she did the with the band, the 4K whatever it's called, the one where she was performing with 2 different drum sets. K-pop fans will know what I'm talking about. It's copyrighted. I'm not going to use it, but just type in, when you go on YouTube to look up the song, just type in ADORA Magical Symphony live band, and it should come up. But you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll see if I can link it below. But it's a really great performance, and you can really hear her talent in it. Because some of these performances, I feel like her company overlays those backing vocals a little too much. I know that all K-pop artists lip sync at some point, but I feel like Adora's super talented, and she doesn't need to do that. Like, she does not need to lip sync. Unless she has like a cold or something, in which case, yeah, no issue there. But like, she can sing. She can really sing. It's not like Taeyeon, aka Xtina of like K-pop, or even she's not Taeyeon, Jessica, or Soyeon, but she's also not Soyeon from Idol or Uki from Idol. Like, she's none of those extremely talented, skilled K-pop idols, but that's also what makes her so unique. She's so enjoyable because she is her own vocal artist. And she is a singer-songwriter, which I do genuinely respect that. And I feel like in this song, her voice does not like top out. She knows how to use her range really well, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, props only to Adora. Nothing but props here. And while she may not have the quote-unquote Jennifer Hudson jaws, I think she is very talented. Again, this is purely subjective. You do not have to agree, but as always, play nicely in the comments. Comment below, of course. And here are my final thoughts on why I think Adora's Magical Symphony is total perfection. Firstly, the music, with the jazz-adjacent sound and the sampling of Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, and the use of the old-style bird tweeting alarm, which I believe is a sample from the early Pinocchio movie. Like, I'm not talking the new one, I'm talking the original Pinocchio film. The little hoo hoo when you hear the bird, the bird whistle one. Yeah, I think that's really cool. It's a great song. These are my thoughts. What are yours? Comment below. Play nicely. Comments are strictly moderated. And thank you for watching. Also, WandaVision reviews are still continuing, as well as Multiverse of Madness, but I needed a break. So look forward to one more K-pop review, and the rest of WandaVision reviews will be up.